KBLI. In fact, I don't actually know if I've started broadcasting yet. It says we're at 60%. Oh, no, we're live. Okay, right. Well, so from the top, we are in the Carenado M20R Ovation by Mooney, and we are at KNUW, Woodby Island, flying to KBLI, Bellingham International. Short little 20-minute flight. So we're going to leave the Charlie, basically fly roughly sort of northish. Head generally, I'm just going to head straight for the Watcom VOR. And as we near the Bellingham Delta, I'm going to get in touch with the tower and the landing or approach and landing clearances from them. And that'll denote which way we go in. I'm anticipating runway, I think it's 16 they have here. Yeah, 16. That's what I'm anticipating. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Weather apparently is 10 statute mile visibility, which is pretty good. Overcast at 7,000 feet, with sort of medium winds, 7 knots from 190. So that'll be roughly from the south. So hopefully that's what leads me to believe we'll have a 16 runway, but we'll see, because the game's weather seems to be differing these days. But let's get back to it. So we'll close the outside doors and we'll jump straight back in. Let's boot the plane up. I'm not going to do the checklist this time because I'm pretty sure I know it. It's a pretty easy plane to fly, but let's get going. So battery master on, clear the caution. Everything's all good there. Prop full forward. I'm going to also put the alternator field on. Make sure all these switches are off. They're all good. Everything's good there. Fuel tank. The left tank should be the fullest, I believe. So we're going to leave it on the left tank. We are all good there. So let's get ready for engine start. So mixture and throttle forward. Boost pump on. Let some fuel go in for a bit. Then I'm going to pull the throttle back. Just crack it a tiny bit. And let's fire this girl up. So the magnetos to both. Then let's give her a tweaky start. And she's up. Clear the caution. Boost pump off. And we've got oil pressure, temperatures on the rise, cylinder head temperatures on the rise, all good there. We've got suction and I'm happy, so let's just increase the throttle to 1000 RPM. And I'm going to lean to peak EGT, which is usually about, it's usually around the early 6s. There we go. While we're on the ground, so that's that. Let's get the elevator trim on. Let's get the master avionics on. I have already put the flight plan in the GPS. Let's switch our nav lock frequencies. So we, oh no, let's not do that. Let's make sure it's on the right frequency. 113.0. There we go. Into nav 1. And I do just want to fly directly to, I don't know what runway to get here at Arlington, so we'll just tune the ATIS and see what we're likely to get. Transponder, well, I'll leave it on, it's fine. Let's set the rudder trim. Hopefully that's somewhere, oh no, it's way too much. 30% is what we want. Should be 30. There we go. Cruising today was 3,500 feet because we are VFR with luck. Ooh, click spots is the only thing I don't like about this plane. Right, that's that. So let's get on the ATIS and see what's the happenings. There we go.
Whitby Airport information, India 1800 Zulu. Wind 1902 at 5. Visibility 10.
What?
Sky condition.
I don't want to be on Whitby Atis. What's going on?
1,200 feet, few clouds. At 4,100 feet, few clouds. At 12,000 feet. Temperature 13. Dew point 10.
Whitby ground November 983 Sierra.
Oh no, I do want to be at Whitby. Sorry, I am at Whitby. Ugh, I'm getting confused.
November 983 Sierra Lima taxi to and hold short of runway 25 via taxiway Delta cross runway 32 Delta. Contact tower on 127.9 when ready.
That's not what I want to do. Knowledge taxi clearance, that's fine. Let's bring up Navigraph charts. This is what I'm having to use at the moment because the software itself has decided to disappear from my computer, and I know not why. So, luckily, the web version still works with Symlink, so that's all good. So we're all good to go here. Let's make sure our lights are on there, and we're going to need our taxi lights on. And yeah, let's get ready to rock and rumble. So park and brake off. So I need to turn left here, so I need to head up. Just in front of me here is where the taxiway I'm looking for is. Just here. Hang on, I haven't even checked. I'm heading to where I used to go. Where's 25? Yes, this is where I need to go. That's fine. Here's the runway I thought. So you basically just keep going down here. And it's quite a long taxiway down here at Charlie. We continue on Charlie right to the end. That's basically it. There are departures, but we're not really going to be following any of those anyway, so I'm just going to head out as normal because we're VFR. That's a bit of speed. Just verifying everything looks good here. Let's get the flight directors on for the autopilot. Yoke back on. All gauges are reading good. Temps are still good. When we get to the runway, we will probably not do a run up, but we'll just set things like flaps and the transponder and all that sort of stuff. Before we go too crazy, let's just see if we have anyone. No one left. No one right, but let's turn on lights nonetheless. And we're clear of the runway, so strobes and landing lights off. As we continue. I think that's a better landing view I'll have set up there. Yeah, I noticed on the last landing that holding sort of 75 knots, and I couldn't really see the runway, although to be fair I was coming in quite high, so maybe that had something to do with it. So we'll see if I can approach a bit better. We're just coming off to the bend between Foxtrot and Charlie taxiways now. We're going to stay on Charlie here. I'm going to just drop the throttle back to idle. Hopefully we'll coast down to a bit of a slower speed. Now again, according to the wind here, 270 at 6. Be interesting to see how accurate this windsock is. I think we were being told 190, weren't we, from the ATIS. Windsock doing? I'd say that's at north, basically north at 3 knots. Makes 0 sense. Anyway, in lieu of a run up, let's get our transponder on. Flaps down, indicating and verified. Nobody entering either way. So we are, and we're going to pop on the lights. Trims are all set, everything's all good there. We are ready to go. So mixture full rich. As we turn on to runway, start picking up some power now. Oh, careful. I'm actually going to put full brakes and stop just here. I've just realised I haven't actually started the tracking, so we should probably do that. That would be annoying. I did that last time, so let's not do that again.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, let's go again. I'm actually going to try and take off at a lesser power. I'm actually going to take off at 25 inches. So I'm going to take it to 26 and back it off a bit. There we go. And full rich. So I'm nowhere near full weight, so I don't need that much power. She's still accelerating like crazy. There's 70 knots, so I'm going to rotate.
Airborne time locked.
Comes up nicely, let's get the gear up. Oh shit, there was a tower here, wasn't there? Whoops. I totally forgot. Thought we were on an uncontrolled field. Oh well. And we're going to climb out at about 105 knots. Let's flaps up. So about that. Keep your eye on the climb, Sev. That speed back down. So we're looking for 3,500 feet. Just taking us into a little bit of cloud here. Let's just stick at 2,000 feet for now. Yeah, I'm not going to fly that high, so let's bring it down then. Let's actually climb. Let's actually fly about 1,500, I think. Let's just drop the prop a bit down to late 3s. Let's just get some altitude dropped. Lean the mixture a little bit here as well. That's 1,500-ish there. That's where we'll look to be. So I'm going to set the power at about 20 inches. Just about there. And get the RPM down to 23. Lean out for economy on the second peak, which is about there. On the second dip, should I say. We should be good. Just need to get her trimmed out a bit now. Which isn't easy. The trim in this aircraft is very sensitive. Keep flying this course. Been all good so far. So, landing lights off. A nice little peaceful flight to Bellingham. Let's pop the altitude back down to 1,500 in case I want to engage the autopilot. Flight directors are already on. I'll bring the heading select somewhere near. Otherwise we're all good. Neutralise that trim. I've got central rudder trim, that's all good. Feels good. Just got to make sure I'm not climbing or descending too much. Slight descent at the moment, which is fine. It's closer to 1,500 feet. I think I need to come a bit more to the left. According to little nav map, which I've got on my second monitor, it's showing me that I might need to be just cutting through these little tiny islands here ahead of me. Sort of through the middle of those will put me back sort of on course, so that's what I'm going to do. Try our descent rate there, make sure we're not descending too much. think we're about right for altitude. Any higher, we'd start running the risk of potentially getting into some of these clouds that are around. We seem to be okay at the moment. So the next flight after this is going to be sort of back the other way, I think. I think we end up at... I can't remember. But I think there's only 2 more flights of these set of flights left, so to speak, so... And I think I'm quite keen to hire an employee in OnAir, just to help with some of the flights I have planned. I've still got some big jobs that I need to re-rent a caravan for, which we'll do. And yeah, also I think it'd just be nice to be able to use employees to sort of filter jobs to a particular area, start making use of our FBO at Darrington. That'd be quite nice just to get some jobs ferried in. Start earning money at a bit of a quicker rate than what I'm doing as a solo pilot in GA aircraft. I'm trying to think if I want to sort of stick around this area or whether I want to try and relocate or have some more of the operations being in a slightly different area. I don't know, it is a nice area though. And largely, whilst I've been playing OnAir, it's obviously been through the birth of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and there have been issues with real-world weather and various other things which have made it quite difficult to sort of really you know, enjoy this area, because most of the time the weather hasn't been exactly the same, so it looks like all places, you know, when it's a gorgeous clear day, it doesn't look as beautiful as it can do sometimes in the air when there's lots of clouds or some interesting weather phenomenon that you know, can just make it look interesting. So yeah, I suppose things will get better as we fly and as time goes on. But yeah, the area is nice. I don't have any plans to relocate the business yet, but you know, we'll see. I have just got KPDX. I would like to try and get some flights down to there soon. That would be quite nice, maybe in some bigger, faster planes. And I am kind of... Oh, we're about to enter Bellingham airspace. Need to get on the chat to Bellingham. I do request a full stop landing.
Bellingham Tower, November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima is 5 miles south with Yankee to land.
Quickly!
November 9,
There we go.
83 Sierra Lima, Bellingham Tower. Fly left downwind, runway 16. Altimeter tree, 0.01 wind calm.
Make left downwind runway 16 Sierra Lima.
So, left downwind, runway 16. So, let's do that. So I'm going to come right out of the way, because I am already in pattern range at this point. So let's get ourselves ready. I'm gonna set the course on the CDI here to 160, so I've just got a bit of a visual reference of which direction the runway is. Let's get our prop set to 2400. And let's start to slow this girl down. I'm just going to bring in a notch of flaps when the airspeed comes down enough. We can start turning this way a bit. And I think I've got the wrong route, haven't I, for a downwind? Oh no. No, I'm going to fly this way. It's all a bit messy because I was already in the pattern, essentially. So now we'll turn for a downwind. Entry on the 45. Airspeed's coming down nicely, as is the altitude. Try and enter on the 45. Up there. Airspeed's still coming down. Start turning to downwind now. I can go 1 notch of flaps. Let's get on the downwind. I'll follow the road for this downwind, I think. Okay. The 80 knots is what we need our speed to reach. To try and keep.
3 Sierra Lima, clear to land runway 16. Wind calm.
Launch landing clearance. So once the airspeed's coming down, let's get the lights on. Airspeed is coming down nicely. Prop full forward at this stage. Mixture's up a little bit. Let's try and sort that airspeed out a bit. A little bit left of downwind here, but that's fine. We'll try and get back on course. Let's get back up into altitude, to pattern altitude that is. Airfielder's back there, but I want just a bit of a longer run before I go base. In fact, we'll probably go base in just a second. Right, let's go base now. As we turn as well, I'm going to get gear down and second notch of flaps. It's going to help us manage that airspeed and keep the nose down. Yeah, foot over there. Just try and descend just nice and gently for now, because I think I'm a bit low at this stage. A little bit more power. Try and keep that airspeed at 80. I don't want to climb though. Oh, she's so sensitive. Nearly there. Get the last stage of flaps in when we get to final. Let's start turning in now. Again, want about 75 knots. The approach. So last stage of flaps. Mixture. A little bit off the centre line, so let's keep her over a bit. Okay, half and half, so let's start bringing her down. Let's quickly switch over to the right hand tank. Watch that airspeed. Otherwise coming in fine. There's the middle marker. Keep on the centre line here a bit. Up the power and just let her come down.
Landing time logged.
There they are.
Landed at Kilo Bravo Lima India, Bellingham INTL.
I missed that taxiway. That's fine. Can I make this one?
3 Sierra, Lima exit runway when able.
Handbrake turn.
3 Sierra, Lima contact ground on ONE 27.4.
Okay, acknowledge the handoff.
127.4 for 3 Sierra Lima.
Let's have our own little look at Navigraph charts. We're at Bellingham's KBLI. And let's just pull up their airport diagram. General aviation terminals to follow Foxtrot taxiway, so looks good to me. Let's get going. So flaps can come back up. What else can we do? But what else is on the thingy checklist? Elevator trim can be reset for takeoff. There it is. Turn off the elevator trim. Otherwise, I think we're all good. We are all good. So, welcome to Bellingham. Just going past this caravan here. Round we go. Assuming I can just... Yeah, just basically, it says Foxtrot going this way, so... There is all the general aviation too. I don't know where I'm going to park, but we'll find somewhere. Go around the back of these guys. Up between these two. Something like that we find. Park and brake on. Okay, avionics off, we're all good there. Let's turn taxi light off. Turn nav lights off as well. It's all good there, all good there. Right, let's go.
Engine off time logged. End of
Shut
flight.
idle.
Registered in OnAir company.
Beacon off. Good stuff. Mags off. Fuel off. Hull off. Battery off. Good stuff. Statics on. Let's get both the doors open. There we are, guys. Oh, we've got a car pulled up behind us. Hello. So we made it to Bellingham. Let's confirm that as done. The next stage of this wonderful quest is the last flight. Oh, we've only got one leg to go, so let's get that out of the way then. So we're going to KBVS, which is Skagit Regional. Lovely name. So we will do that right now. So make sure we've got the cargo that we need loaded. Let's do a new flight plan. Don't save the changes, please. And we're going to go Bellingham International. Our departure. Sorry, this is me doing this in little nav map. So KBLI is our departure, which I've already added, and KBVS was it? Skagit Regional. There it is. That is our destination. Now let's go to Sky Vector and clear the plan. So KBLI to KBVS. Very, very short flight. It's pretty much don't even have to worry about anything here in terms of what we anticipate in wind. Literally 11 knot gusts. Otherwise, there's nothing. Wow. Let's get in the air. Get ATIS. And see what's probably going to be better for landing, but I would imagine I'm probably looking at, I don't know, it's hard to say really, something from the west. So we're probably going to be running at this runway here, which looks to be runway 29er, I would imagine. Looks a little bit more like what we do, so we'll probably follow the coast here, see if we can spot this railway line, come across to Burlington, around this way. Just got to be obviously a bit mindful of these two lumps just here. We'll maybe head out to Cedro Woolley and see how we go from there. So if we did this, something along this line went, yeah, something like that. Then we'll see most likely what's going to be happening. So that in mind, let's go back to little nav map. We're going to sort of fly out towards Cedro Woolley way. Add waypoint kernel to flight plan. We need you up. There we go. That should hopefully, let's quickly merge our performance in. Taxi fuel will ignore that. Yeah, let's set everything to copy, except you to ignore. You and you are going to be merge. Let's just merge you guys, or actually ignore you. I'll save the performance. We start the performance. Let's have a look at what we're anticipating as 28 on the block fuel again. Just replace those 3 gallons burned. That'll do. Confirm and go fly. Whilst they're loading that up, we'll put this in KBVS. And we've got just about 30 seconds for them to load that up. Oh, thanks, guys. That's the vehicle centipede. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's take our static elements off. We'll pretend that we're in now, so we'll get the co-pilot door closed. Oh, we're all good. Flight tracking page. We can close the baggage door now. We can start tracking this final leg of this quest. Wonderful stuff. So that's all done. Let's get the battery on. Let's go for a start. So levers all forward. The fullest tank doesn't matter, but we'll go with the right tank for this flight. Well, the start of this flight, shall I say.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
A little bit of a boost. And let's get her over. I was supposed to have brought the throttle back. Totally forgot. It's fine. It enjoyed that. So again, just leaning the mixture to about there. Alternator on. Avionics on. Doors are all closed. Let's close the window up. Okay. Very short flight, not going to even use the autopilot on this one. Yeah, we're pretty much all good to go. Let's get the ATIS from Bellingham just to make sure we got the right settings. There we go, so let's go onto the ground, taxi for takeoff, and we're heading south.
Bellingham ground November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima, request taxi for south departure with Zulu.
November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima taxi to and hold short of runway 16 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on ONE 24.9er when ready.
16 via Alpha, which...
Taxi
Right.
hold short runway 16 using taxiway Alpha Tree Sierra Lima.
KBVS Skagit Regional. There we go, so that's in the GPS as well. Let's bring up little nav map, so you're fine. Let's get you. Oh, let's first of all clear the traffic pattern from you. Use that as a little guide just to help me. Let's get you across to there. And let's pull up Navigraph charts. So, yeah, we're going to follow Hotel and join Alpha to Bravo. I guess that's what that's going to be. No, park and brake off, taxi lights are on. Can't remember which way I'm facing, so it's going to be to my right, isn't it? That way is where we're going. Oh, I seem to have a plane inside me now. All very interesting. So, off we go. The last leg of this set of missions that haven't really earned us any money, but have absolutely gained us some XP, which is the idea here, so that we can move on to some new features in OnAir and hopefully expand our business a little bit quicker. This is hotel. And continue on hotel. Just double check everything. Let's get the trim back in the right spot. Should be somewhere near right. It's good enough. A stage of flaps indicating verified. That went somewhere, so it looks like we're going to have a tailwind here, so that's interesting. Get transponder onto altitude mode. Takeoff trim is there, set. I'm coming up on the runway now, so we'll get ready to tune to the tower. That looks like the run-up area there, so that's fine. Tune Bellingham Tower. Any second now we'll be able to call up and request takeoff clearance. There it is.
Bellingham Tower, November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima, ready for south departure at runway 16.
November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima cleared for takeoff runway 16 south, departure approved.
Takeoff is approved.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16 Sierra Lima.
So everything's looking good here. Everything's all set. Let's get on the runway. So again, we're very light, so I'm only going to set 25 inches for the takeoff. Oh, elevator trim switch on. Otherwise, it'll be pretty standard stuff. So mixture full rich. Let's go. Boost the power slowly to 25 inches. Or smoothly to 25, should I say, not slowly. There it is, takeoff power is set. Airspeed's alive, looking to rotate at about 70 knots. There it is, rotate. Yeah, up.
Airborne time locked.
Nice positive rate, gear is up. Gonna climb out at 105. Obstacles all look clear, so let's go for flaps up.
3 Sierra Lima, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Copy that.
Bellingham Tower November 9er 83 Sierra Lima continue for south departure.
Okay, climbing a bit steeply, but let's start leveling it out. Let's bring the power back down to 22. We start to settle her down, and the prop back to 23. Woo. Trim is so sensitive on this aircraft. Okay, going to set the power back to 20 inches for the cruise. Lean the mixture out to the second drop for economy, which is going to be about there. That's the altitude we want, so let's just let the plane settle out. And throw the lights off, we're all good there.
3 Sierra Lima, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Knowledge frequency
Bellingham
change.
Tower November 9er 83 Sierra Lima frequency change.
So we're just going to be looking for skag in it, but I do need to come round a bit now because we are rather a bit off course. We'll worry about trying to tune skag it. We'll have to go around this wonderful lump of land here. Apologies for not knowing what it's called. But this game does look beautiful. Definitely the best looking flight sim I've ever flown by far. It's just insane levels of beauty. So let's switch over to left tank. Try and keep the fuel somewhat balanced. Once we've gone round here, we're pretty much looking like we're heading towards Cedro Woolley. Now I don't know what that would be as a sort of reporting point, but hopefully it's something relatively visible from the air. Still just cruising nicely, 1500 feet. Still doing a casual 160 knot over the ground though, so that's why I love this plane. It's super fast. So these little short hot flights are super fun to do. Let's cut around this way. There's going to be some green fields. I should cross what looks like a busy road. I'm assuming it's, well, it's a road that's coming over from the other side of this large hilly area here. Hopefully we'll see that in a second. And we're going to cross that and head to what looks like the next sort of towny area across, so we will see. Let's head over, see if we can spot that road. drop in altitude too much. See if we can pick up the Skagit Regional right there on the second. There is automated weather, thankfully.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo automated weather observation 19000 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at 1,100 feet. Few clouds at 4,100 feet. Few clouds at 11,900 feet. Temperature 12C dew point 10C altimeter tree 001.
So we're all going to the altimeter.
Romeo Sierra automated weather observation 19000 Zulu.
Should be coming up on that road now.
Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at 1,200 feet. Few clouds at 4,100 feet. Few clouds at 11,900.
So I think we will fly in on 29 just because I like the sound of it. So we're going over the road now. There it is. Nice big busy road. I'm going to bear off a bit now. Over to the right here. Right, sort of heading 131 looks to be the landmark, which looks to be like maybe. I don't honestly know. I don't honestly know what the landmark is that forms the reporting point. There we go. So we're landing at 22. Left traffic. So we're going to fly out to Colonel Waypoint-ish area, and then we're going to look to fly south of the airport a little bit, join the pattern downwind, come back on ourselves and join the downwind at 45. Oh, I said 29, didn't I? I've chosen 22 there. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So Skagit Regional, pattern at 29. Does look nice over here. Such a beautiful game. Honestly, we'll keep saying it as well. It really is. It really is. Bear in mind, this is all just default scenery. That's just insane. Absolutely insane. I need to get myself a little bit over more towards the left here. This is Colonel Waypoint just here. I'm not going to fly directly over the top because I think we're a bit low for that. We just cross the river here, but this big lump of earth here is where Colonel Waypoint is. I chose that just because it's easy to pick a waypoint sometimes in Sky Vector. But now we'll start making a turnaround, and in little nav map I'm going to enable the next leg of the flight, but we'll just come across here nice and easy. And in a minute I'll report my position to the airfield. So I'm just going to scoot past the pattern here and then we'll cut back in.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima 7 miles east, 1,600 feet inbound to land, runway 29er.
Let's get our recognition and landing lights on, just so that we stand out a bit more. So we're going to sort of fly in to the sort of southwest of the airfield, and then I'll join the pattern at 45. So I need to sort of fly out towards the coast here, and then when I hit the coast I'm going to sort of head more to the northeast. Let's get our CDI set so it's displaying as the runway heading. Always helps. And we can go from there. So the airfield's roughly in with all this greenery here, I do believe. Somewhere in amongst all of that. Not sure yet though.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic generic November 10 with 5 Tango Lima taking off runway 29er south departure.
So we got some traffic taking off from 29er, so he's going to be taking off on my right and then coming back this way. I'm going to turn to 270-ish now. Just nice and slowly. Nothing crazy. I'm going to re-report my position.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima 4 miles south, 1,700 feet inbound to land, runway 29er.
Still no eyes on the airfield. Maybe that's it that way, so we can see that plane taking off. It might help. Maybe that's it over there. There should be a large road heading up to it, but it's nowhere near the river apparently, so maybe that's it over there, maybe. I do not know. So I'm going to turn to 270 now in preparation for a turn towards... Oh, don't want to descend too quickly, Sev. That was crazy. In anticipation for a turn onto the downwind. There's got to be the airfield over there somewhere. Can't see the traffic. Yeah, my internet connection's fine, go away. Stream's still streaming, so it's just you, unfortunately, on air. Right, let's start looking to enter on the downwind then. Warning, connected successfully. Oh, this isn't the airport area over here at all. I've got it completely wrong. It's actually back on the mainland. So where this road is just in front of me, that just after I cross that is going to be the start of the downwind. So I'm going to enrich the mixture a little bit here. Up to 2400. Entering nicely on the 45 here. There's the river. Once we're pretty much over where this river is, let's start turning in. And on the downwind, and let's report.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is on downwind runway 29er.
There we are on the downwind, so let's start slowing this bird down then. Ooh, don't drop the throttle too much. And notch our flaps in just to help us. I'm still on the downwind course. Our gear down. A second notch of flaps as well because we're getting near to base. I'll get that airspeed down whilst we're descending. Let's turn base now and announce.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is on base runway 29er.
Oh, don't turn too much. Looking at too many things there. Ah, there's the airfield. Wonderful stuff. Closer to that 80 knots. Let's remove that rudder trim. And we'll start to turn on finally in a second. Double check lights. It's good to go there.
Wind calm.
Let's turn on final.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November
Go last stage of
83
flaps.
Sierra Lima is on final runway 29er to land.
We've overshot a little bit, but that's okay. Just keep on the glide slope here And keep that airspeed somewhere between 75 and 80 knots. That's looking good. Bit of a bumpy runway by the look of this one. Right, let's drop the power. Just float her on down.
Landing time locked.
That was a buttery
Landing
one.
at Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra, Skagit Recall.
Just gently let her come to a stop. Flaps up while we're doing it. Whilst that's happening, let's quickly get KBVS, Skagit Regional, taxi diagram. There we go. I'll put that on the second screen so I can see where I'm going. So we're going to come off here onto Alpha 4. And onto Alpha, which is effectively Charlie on this game by the look of it. Strobes, recognitions and landings off. Whoop. And we're clear of the runway.
Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is clear of the runway.
That's the last leg of these quests done. So we can now just coast our way on down. Let's just lean the mixture. We're about there, so that's fine. I'm slowly getting the hang of this plane, but it is very sensitive on the trim. It is also very, very sensitive on, because it's such powerful and fast aircraft, it can be very, very easy just to, but it is a joy to fly, so I really do enjoy it. Yeah, it's sometimes a bit of a challenge, and I do find it's quite hard to butter the landings. It seems that once you drop the power, the nose drops considerably, so you need to kind of make sure you're definitely over the threshold before you drop the power. Make sure you're not too high, and be prepared to just continuously and smoothly pull back on the elevators, just to sort of just keep flaring her, but not tail striking. Otherwise, she seems to hit quite hard on the mains, and the nose wheel kind of comes down pretty soon after that. So yeah, that was probably the smoothest landing I've done in her. I know it wasn't the best camera angle work, but I wanted to just see. It was a bit of an experiment just to see how much I need to pitch up with the nose in the flare to kind of get her to do what I think I need to get her to do to get a smooth landing, and guide the nose wheel down myself rather than letting the inertia of the landing do it for me, if you know what I mean. So it's still clear of the fuel box, but I think we'll take the next taxiway down. I'll do a bit of a combination of brakes and turning there to kind of get that, but let's just go somewhere here to the right, I think. I'm just going to park right here in the middle, I don't care. Ooh, stopped a bit early. That'll do for me. Parking brakes on. Taxi lights off. Nav lights off. Trim reset for takeoff, which it is, which I don't think it actually says where we are on this, does it? It says neutral takeoff. No, that's fine. Elevator trim off there. We're done with the avionics, so they can come off.
Engine off time logged. End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
And we've done it. So we are level 3. That scared the life out of me. I completely forgot about that annoying noise when you get a level up. We've done it. Statics on, doors open. We are here at Skagit Regional. So let's see what OnAir has to say. So we've got a fair bit of XP for that. And that's actually sent us quite nicely towards the next level as well. Wonderful news. So let's go and see now what we can unlock. 2 skill points. Okay. Interesting. So I think hiring agreement is an absolute must. You can hire employees and freelancers, and that's got to happen. Training facilities. So employees trainings are 5% faster. Employee certification and skill trainings are 5% more efficient. I think that's fine. Okay, let's think about what we need then. Oh, hold on, what does aircraft use? Oh, okay, right. When can I get... dangerous jobs is down here. I'd like these. I think... Unlocks building of level 1 workshops. You can sell fuel to other players. Don't think I need that yet. I think what's going to be important is getting these dangerous jobs. A lot of these pop up and they're quite good. Also cargo, loading speed, can't hurt. We'll come back to this, there's no rush. I'll definitely do that because let's see if we can hire. Now though, let's take the simulator back to the main menu so we're not literally having that going the whole time. Okay, so employees. Go to global job market. So this is new to me. Never been on this page. Got 4 pilots and co-pilots. Mechanics as well. I think I need workshops though to have that, don't I? So okay. Okay. Do I want per hour or where's the tooltip? There it is. Weekly minimum guaranteed salary when hired. Flight hour salary when hired. Wages then. Wages for freelancer. I don't understand. Okay. It's good. Is that a high score? I'm assuming that is. Evaluate do. So let's find someone I'm interested in. So let's go for somebody with good flight hours. Firstly. Hold on, what? I could hire a caravan then and do some of these bigger jobs. Let's just leave that. So we've already got it sorted by flight hours. Punctuality. I want somebody that's punctual but also not Very stressed, I guess. Yeah, way more variance in these lower flight hour pilots. Going back up towards the top. I don't mind paying a bit for a decent pilot. Those look good there. Dark blue, dark blue. I'm either looking for a black and a dark blue, so this could be good. Lisa Fink looks good here. Hourly rate is nice and cheap. Her wage as a freelancer is good. She's actually pretty cheap, to be fair, also as a... she's my first choice so far, Lisa Fink. Let's click evaluate on her just to see what information we get. The punctuality and a resistance is good. Wages per flight hour. Ah, I see. So what's she got? She's got single engine turboprop land and single engine piston land. So she's going to be ideal. She's going to be ideal, I think. So far, she is my first choice. Lisa Fink, you are my first. Is my first choice in it. So, there wasn't really anyone looking as strong as Lisa Fink for the money other than Kayla Bowen, maybe. 3.6, 3.7 compared to 4.4 and 3.6. Wages wise, Kayla is a lot cheaper as a on salary, about the same on an hourly, about the same. Lisa Fink's just very, very good for the money. Select the home airport. Well, it's going to be our FBO at 1S2. Welcome on board. Does she need a co-pilot? So what's happening here? She's idling. Can I give her a co-pilot? No, that's not. So where's my other aircraft? My Skylane is at 2 Whiskey Alpha 1, which, from memory, well, let's just go there initially. Let's just see what we got. Flight plan can be cleared. And go to 2 Whiskey Alpha 1. Oop, without the little thing. Oh yeah, I remember here. It's Diamond Point there, wouldn't it? Yes. I am currently... How am I? KBVS, it's Skagit region. Where's that again? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. I'm here. Our FBO is over here. And so is she. And plane there. Right, what I am going to do is I am just going to see if I go back to OnAir. The nice big jobs I have, like this bad boy here that's going to pull in nearly 500,000, even though it's been ages. She could do all of that. I don't need to fly any of that. So, what about this one here as well? I just need to fly that one. She could do the majority of that flight as well, which will pull in another 300 odd grand. So these are very important to do. So let's see if I can get us Caravan. World, search aircraft, choosing a list, turboprop land. filter the sim out to be just Microsoft Flight Sim, and there we go. One of these. Around 1S2. What have we got? The rentals are terrible. Ooh, they're all rubbish. Let's try the other ones. That's not bad at Orcas Island, so we will rent that one. Let's see, what jobs do we have now? And we've got some more questy jobs. FBI out, which I can do. So I'm going to take a flight back there. So let's see if we've got. I am at, what am I at? KBVS 2 on S2. Please be some jobs. Oh, why? That's fine. What have you got then? That's a smallish trip. Hang on, let's. What sort of distance is KBVS to 1S2 anyway, normally 34, so it's less than 50 miles. Let's drop that down. I'm going to go up. Tall there, really. So double legger, where are you going? WN40, no. Let's see if there's anything going from KNU. Let's favorite you. Oh, yeah, I can't take this one. One job has a time constraint. Valuable act, so I can't even take that yet. No good jobs from here. I don't want to fly back, so let's do 2, 1, 2. To see what we have. I want something heading roughly 090-ish. Anything worthwhile. Oh, but only 920 for that. Are you serious? That's definitely not worthwhile. Let's sort by pay then. That's paying 11 grand if I fly just a little bit further south and then back to 1S2. Which I think, although that looks very good. In fact, that's the one we're going to go for. So I need to fly to KOKH. KOKH. Look at that tiny little hop down. We are in the Charlie, so if I stay at about 1,000 feet, or I might ask, would be for the clearance. So that's what we're going to do. In the meantime, let's get it prepared in here. So I'm just going to make sure I've got the up-to-date performance stuff. That all looks good. Taxi fuel merge. We'll merge that, we'll merge that, and we'll merge that. Merge those. I think we'll merge all of those. It's basically everything on a merge. There we go. Do it. Aircraft. Save aircraft performance. Restart the performance. We are going to start a new plan as well. Starting at Skagit Regional. And flying into Eisenberg. As destination. There's nothing else really to say there. That's literally it. I just need to make sure I have at least 27 gallons on board for this tiny little trip. So let's get down on the ground again in the sim. So Skagit Regional. What did we land in on? We landed in on 2.9, didn't we? Cheeky and Mark here, so we've got the choice of both. That's where we're going to start. Make sure I've got that's in there. It's all good. Put the arrival in as well, couldn't I? But I won't do that when I get there. Let's make sure all the conditions are correct. Which they are. Let's go. So while the sim's loading up, just double check everything in Navigraph charts is all going to be okay. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's get rid of that. Delete aircraft trail. Again, I'm only going to fly about 1500, just straight in traffic pattern to traffic pattern. Don't really think there's any reason not to. Could fly a bit more. I'm gonna ask. I'm probably gonna fly a little bit more like this, of course. What we'll be doing. And I'll fly at 15, and we'll just ask for the Charlie clearance. Okay, the sim is loaded up. So let's just make sure our plan is set accordingly in little nav map. So again, I'm just going to pull. Probably going to want to fly to sort of like here. And position a flight plan. There we go. Fuel report again, still just 27 gallons, and that's all good. So I think I took the job, which we did in OnAir. That's fantastic. So let's just see if there's anything going from KBVS specific airport of KOKH, just in case there was anything that we missed. There isn't. Let's just jump straight in the plane. Oh, that's completely wrong thing to do. Prepare the ovation. There we go. What? There's some stuff here to go to KNUW. What? This is obviously something else I've got stored here. Shall I take those on the way? Can I take those on the way? I load up 27 gallons, can I? I'm going to be massively overweight. We'll leave that there then, so we'll just go. Let's do that. There we go. We're going to KOKH. So they're loading that in. Fantastic. Should be any second now. There we go. Flight tracking. Without any cargoes or passengers. I know. I know. That's what we're going to do. Right, whilst that's trying to figure out what it wants to do, we're going to fire the plane up. So, fuel is on a tank, and everything forward. Start tracking. Master is on. Boost
Your
pump.
flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the
Fuel
engines.
flow there. That's all good. Throttle back. Just get back to idle. Yep, we're tracking okay. We're going to go for a start. Clear prop. That looks like a good start. RPM is fine. Cylinder head temperature on the rise. Oil pressure is in the green. Temperature is coming up. That's fantastic. So let's get the throttle there to about 1000 RPM. Let's lean the mixture out. Close the window. OnAir on. Oh, interesting. That only does. Interesting. I don't know what this number actually means. Might have to find out about that. Avionics on. Okay. Yeah, all good there. Let's get the ATIS.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 212 at tree. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at 1,100 feet. Few clouds at 4,100 feet. Few clouds at 11,900 feet. Temperature 14C dew point. 10C altimeter 29908.
29908, which is where I've got it already.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra automated weather observation 2000 Zulu.
You said the traffic. Ah, I missed the weather. I missed the weather, to be fair. The wind, sorry, not the weather.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 212 at tree. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at
212 at 3. So we will take off from 212 runway 22, which let's see if we actually have, because there seems to be more. We should have 4 runways. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 left and 22 right. I don't understand that, but we're going to do 2-2.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is taxiing to runway 22.
So let's go out there, boys. So we should be able to pretty much go around to the right here. All right, mate. Chop off with the wings. Oh, and then I'm gonna struggle to go the right way there. It should be us on the right way then to. Nope, 22 looks the other way actually. Let's swing around. I'll put that over there. I've accidentally stopped the aircraft. There's star 22 over here, look. Just a little runway, I don't know how long it is, 3,000 feet apparently, so it should be more than enough to get off the ground. We'll be careful all the same. No one coming in. No one coming in that way, we'll assume. Let's line up on 22. Nice little tiny runway. Which, according to the satellite imagery, actually starts further back there, but that's okay. That's okay, game. You don't mind having a bit of a challenge. Right, I'm a little bit wonky, but that's fine. Let's get ourselves set up. So, elevator trim is fine, that's all good, blah 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 blah. Rudder trim, get you over, make sure you're set, that's fine. Flaps down indicated and verified, and also takeoff trim is set. You're all good. Mixture full rich, prop full rich. I'm going to do 25 inches again for takeoff power, which I'm going to set before releasing the brakes. 25 inches, I thought I said 24 maybe, but no, I mean 25. There's 25, and before we do, landing lights, recognitions and strobes on, which I forgot. Let's get going. Look to rotate at 70, climb out at 100 to 105. There's 60 knots. There is 70, and rotate.
Airborne time locked.
We are going up nicely. Gear up. That's fine, and flaps up. Don't think I put anything in the flight plan, so let's do that now as we're climbing out. Okay. There'll be a test. KB B S 1 down. Where was I going? KOKH. Okay. Whoa! What the hell? That was insane. Was that a player? Must have been. Thought I'd put flaps up, but apparently not. That should let the airspeed increase. So let's bring the prop back down now to 3,300. 2,300, sorry, and the power back to 20 inches. The preferred cruise settings. And lean the mixture back for economy, about there. And just try and get her trimmed down. Oh, for some reason I got the speed brakes up. That'll be why she's not flying very fast. I don't know how that happened. Must have clicked that instead of gear or something. I don't know, or that instead of flaps, which is quite funny. Well, there we go. That's what happens, I guess.
When we approach November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima is type 4 miles southeast of Whiskey November 1,500 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima, Whidbey approach. Squawk 7465. Squawk 74653 Sierra Lima. Sierra Lima radar.
I think I've lost my instruments. Oh, there we go. Back now. That's weird.
Through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through the Charlie airspace tree, Sierra Lima.
Yeah, I lost my instruments for a moment there. So let's see if we can find our desired airfield. There we are, Lupien. Oh, I missed it.
Sierra 9er Airport Information India 2000 Zulu. Wind 109er at 5. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,100 feet, few clouds at 11,900 feet. Temperature, 14. Dew point, 10. Altimeter, 29.94. Visual runway, 9er in use. Landing and departing runway 9er. DSR aircraft, see direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact, you have India.
So there we go.
Oscar Kilo Hotel Airport Information India 2000 Zulu. Wind 192 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,100
It said
feet.
runway 9er and there isn't a runway 9 here.
11,900 feet. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.9.
25 in use, there we go.
Visual runway 25 in use. Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima 6 miles northeast 1,400
Sometimes
feet, land
this
runway
game does
25.
go weird, but there you go. Right, so we're doing runway 25. Just got to fly around. Let's try and get back to pattern altitude. So the airfield is somewhere over here, apparently. Ish. Probably it down there. So hard to get this ship down. Just trying to avoid the traffic pattern at the moment, and then we're going to rejoin it. So runway 25. turn gently towards runway heading at the moment. Just to get us into a position that we can turn towards the tracker pattern downwind leg again at 45. Just going to fly in a big loop round like this. Another little private airstrip below us. We'll try and enter midfield at Skagit, which is over that way now, as you can see. Number 45. The idea. I said Skagit, that's not what I meant. I meant Lupien. So we're about midfield now, so let's make a gentle turn in. Let's just double check our lights. Everything's... oh, landing lights on. Missed those. Let's set our prop RPM. Correctly there to 2. Let's start entering on with 45 at the downwind now. Let's not climb too much either. It's not quite midfield, but it will do. And let's get this bird slowed. So that is Skagit down there. Keep saying that. Lupien down there. I can't see a runway. Unless it's grass. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. It is tarmac. It's fine. Let's get on the downwind proper. Descend a little bit. A stage of flaps out just to help. I'm going to put the speed brakes out as well just to help us get nicely down to speed. To a nice approach speed. I'm way off course now. I'm going to take a little bit wider out. I'm going to head more due east. It's announced we're on the downwind.
Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is on downwind runway 25.
Keep trimming up just to keep that airspeed under control. Let's turn onto base now.
Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is on base runway 25.
Pretty much going to turn straight to base and then final, I think. Judging by how tight we're coming around here. Or maybe not, I might be able to keep it under control. Alright, let's turn on to final now.
Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 983 Sierra
Second
Lima,
notch of
final
flaps.
runway 25 to land.
Full prop, full mixture. There's the field. Last stage of flaps. Gear down. And nicely just pitch it down a touch.
Wind 130 at 2 knots.
Coming in lovely. Just get a little bit more over to the right, I think. This is almost trim purple. I'm having to put very little resistance on the yoke right now. Airspeed's fine, rate of descent's fine. Looks like we're coming in very, very nice. The airspeed's about 70, which is fine. A bit of a short field airspeed, but it looks like it could be quite a short airfield. A little bit off the centre line, so let's bring her across. I'm going to drop a bit more power out. Just increase that sync rate a bit. I'm now going to drop the power completely and just keep easing back on the stick. Probably a little bit too much there.
Landing time logged.
That's fine, just
Landed
get on the
at Kilo
brakes.
Oscar Kilo Hotel, Looping.
Flaps up as we slow. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Just lean around. I'm happy with that. A little bit of a floater, and then I did bounce a little bit, but I'd rather that and have a gentle touchdown than anything else. Yeah, that felt absolutely fine. I don't know where where I'm supposed to go here. I guess it's just an airfield. There's a little fuel box here. There's a little place over here, so that's where we'll go, I think. Take her around here. Let's announce clear of the runway.
Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 983 Sierra Lima is clear of the runway.
And we've got a ground guy over here. So we're only stopping here to pick up the cargo, so I'm just going to swing it right round. Get park and brake on. Elevator trim off. Actually, back on. Get it set for takeoff again, which is going to be about there. Let's get the rudder trim set for the next takeoff. There we go. Elevator trim is off. Get the avionics off.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in OnAir company.
Get that stuff loaded then, guys. Get it on board. So that was our flight. Let's just quickly check if we need to merge any performance values in here. Let's just ignore those three, I think, for now. Merge the crew stuff, merge the descent stuff. Okay, aircraft, safe performance. Clear performance, and let's set up a new flight plan. We are also going to delete the aircraft trail. Go from there. Back home to 1S2. And then let's sort out OnAir, shall we? So that's all good. Let's get our employee woman before I forget. Let's get Lisa. Let's get her transported. Do I want to transport her or fly myself? I transport her to KORS. 58 minutes to complete. Yeah, if they could take an hour to get there, that's fine. Off she goes. We are going to look at our pending jobs, because I'm pretty sure we did buy. We did, so let's go to the Ovation. Got the printed magazines. Eek. A bit overweight, so I'm just going to take the fuel out until we're... Oh, I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to do this flight, am I? No, that's with the tank's empty. I can't even... Damn it! Oh no, I've flown all the way here with the hope of getting cargo to take me over. That's so... I completely overlooked that. Oh, silly me. Okay, right, well, let's get back on the jobs market then. KOKH2, very specific airport, 1S2. Let's just see if there's anything else here before we give up. Yeah, medical job that I can't unfortunately do yet. Oh, okay. Let's then just 1S2, 2. See if there's anything else I can quickly grab, but otherwise I will just fly straight back to base. You want a heading of roughly 90 degrees. Oh yeah. It's a £1,000 job, a $1,000 job. That's a 7839. Look, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, am I? 839. If I look at Little Mouth Map, he is telling me that I need 3 gallons of fuel as a minimum, bare minimum, to do this job. If I was to load this plane up with, say, double that, 6 gallons. That leaves me let me do the maths. 3368 minus 2521. £847. $839. I can just do that flight. Let's favorite you for a second. That would be better, going to Whiskey 10. Taking 100 and... yeah, that would be the better option. Going to Whiskey 10 and taking that one. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Those jobs gone. There we go. Whiskey 10. You're going to 1S22. You're only £22. 18 there as well. Take all three of those. So we're flying to Whiskey 10 then. That's where we're going. Oh, click the wrong thing. Where am I going? Back to... Oh, I'm getting correct. There we go. That's what I wanted. So, flight plan. Delete. And we're going to Whiskey 10. Whidbey. Need 1 gallon of fuel. To know we are travelling 16 nautical miles. Literally going to fly dead along it. That's what we're doing. So prepare the plane. There's nothing to take here. I'm going to ignore that job. Leave the fuel that's in there. Confirm and go and fly. Whiskey 10. Yes, I know. Second flight now. There's not any money here. Let's get back in the plane. Let's close the baggage door. Close the co-pilot door. Very annoyed with myself. We will turn on the battery. Switch over the fuel from the right tank. Outfield on. All three of those bad boys forward. Boost pump.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Roll to neutral. Go for start. All looks good. Everything's all good there. Let's lean the mixture out. EGT where it needs to be. Let's raise the throttle up. Avionics on. So, flight plan this time is going to be a little bit different. Clear. And we're going from there to Whiskey 10. Nice and easy. All the necessary lines have already been left on because I'm an idiot. Let's just get out of here, shall we? I'm even just going to take straight off out of here. I'm not too worried. So let's go 3. Your runway 7.
Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 983 Sierra Lima is taxiing to runway 25.
Just going to quickly check, see if Navigraph has charts for this place. It does not. That's fine. Make sure a little nav map is on the screen. Oh, it's on the screen that I need. No one coming that way, we'll say. Doesn't look like there's anyone coming that way either, so we're just going to go straight for it. We're departing south.
Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima taking off runway 25 departure to the south.
Okay, everything's set for takeoff. Slowly get that power set. We go for a full power takeoff because this field's a bit shorter. Off we go. Rotate at 70 again. There's 60. There's 70 and rotate.
Airborne time logged.
Yeah, up beautifully. Get the gear up. Flaps up. No, that speed brakes up. That's what I did before. There's flaps up. Bring the power back to 25 inches for the climb, which we're almost done with. Let's make a turn. Let's bring the power back now. 22 for this last part of the climb. Golden, let's start setting cruise. So let's set the power down to 20 inches and let's bring that RPM back. Pulling the EGT back down there. Getting a bit off course here. Power back to 20 inches, and we're about right. Let's get that rudder trim back to where it needs to be. And we are all good. Yeah, she still keeps on climbing like crazy, but that's just how it is. Let's see if we can get ATIS from Whidbey that we're landing at. Whidbey number 10. Nope, we can't. Well, I'm just going to assume that it's going to be do a 1-6.
Whiskey 10 traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima 12 miles northwest 1,200 feet inbound to land runway 16.
That's gonna put us pretty close to some airspace there. Let me just see if we can cross that in sky vector. No, that's fine. It's just Delta. That's fine. It's just Echo, sorry. It's Echo airspace. It's not going to be a problem for us. I'm going to take us across over here. We need to be out to the... actually, I haven't checked what pattern it is. W10? Looks like a left pattern. So yeah, that's fine. So yes, as anticipated, I'm going to have to... on the right hand side, past this land here. The airport's somewhere here, so I'm going to kind of come round where this sort of bay area inlet is. I zoom in where the, and just sort of join the pattern in this way, so where this bay is, somewhere like that. So let's get the runway plonked in. We could almost do a straight in. Yeah, I'm going to do a straight in. I shouldn't do that. But there you go.
Whiskey 10 traffic, November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima, 6 miles northwest, 1,600 feet inbound to land, runway 16.
So with that in mind, let's increase the pitch of the prop to 24. Very sensitive. And then let's drop the power back. Try and see if we can lose just a little bit of that bit of that altitude and a little bit of that airspeed. Whoop, easy now. Stage of flaps him. And I'm going to class myself as on final because I just want to get this done.
November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima is on final, runway 16 to land.
Should be somewhere to our right now. Apparently. Is it? Yeah, that's it. Proper mixture both forward, second stage of flaps, and gear down. Let's try and sort that airspeed out. Stage of flaps.
Wind 110 at 3 knots.
Okay, looking good so far. Luckily the wind's light. Hopefully we don't float this one as much. down, back on the stick. E.
Landing time locked. Landed at Whiskey 10, Whitby.
Go. Well, we have arrived. It wasn't the cleanest landing, but we're here. We'll just coast our way on back now. So, flaps up, that's done. Elevator trim is done and set. Rudder trim, we will set for the next takeoff, which is about there. Everything else looks absolutely fine for the minute. I don't know where anything is here, so I'm probably just gonna pull off to the right in just a second. Okay. Yeah, here, taxi lights and everything else off. Nav lights off.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in OnAir company.
Hopefully this time we can actually get loaded with some stuff. So let's get on into OnAir. Oh yeah, there was nothing really to... we should have had a... I don't understand. I thought we normally get like a screen to say we've done something, but anyway, not a problem. Let's grab our massive list of cargoes. Yes, we're going to be over, but not by much. Drop us down to 3.22 gallons. Ugh. If I take off that. Yeah, I'm going to make sure we've got at least 7 gallons on board. We'll cancel the job that we leave here, because that was only for a couple of quid anyway. Payload is too high. Oh. Payload isn't that much, I don't understand. How are you adding it? Crew plus passengers plus cargo weight. Damn it. Cancel that one too. Retake that one then. Oh, that's really annoying. Well, at least we know we're definitely going to get there fuel-wise anyway. Got enough fuel. What about that one then? Right, that's fine. 1S2. Not been the most successful or profitable set of flights. That's disappointing. Let's get flight planning, because this is a bit more of a longer leg journey. So we are at Whiskey 10. So let's start a new flight plan. I don't want to save it. Map. Delete the aircraft trail. Right, we are at Whidbey. We are going to 1S2. Set that as the destination. Looks like we're going to need, well, let's set the route first. So here we go. So new flight plan. Whiskey 10 to 1S2. So what's probably going to be the best option here? For our route, I think straight over Arlington, AWO. Then just follow the railway line round, really. I think is like the best option. So by KAWO. And then kinda like that, basically, in a nutshell. That's what we're going to fly, I think. Looks like the best option. Not going to get in the way of any airspace, so that's good. I can verify when we get to the 032 radial on PAE, paying BOR, so that's what we'll do. Let's set that in. Hang on, no, that's not what I meant. That's not the one I wanted. Arlington Municipal is on the 358. What's Darrington on CVB? Penn Cove is 069. Okay, oh, I didn't close that off. Okay, that's the route we're going to go. So let's go back into little nav map. So we're going to fly over there. Then we're basically going to sort of fly. Seems to be a large lump there. What's the height of him? Literally just above Arlington. Oh, I'm looking. I'll refer to these two. So that. Okay, what if I just say that then? Add position to flight plan. Yeah, there, let's see, there on the flight plan is definitely an issue at 1500 feet. I think we'll fly at 2000 and we should be absolutely clear. Leg safe altitude is 3,000. Okay, well let's fly 2.5 then. That'll be fine. Fly 2,500 feet. That's what we will do. There's got more of an upwards leg there, doesn't it? 079 from that. That one's gone down. So maybe. Ooh. Oh, let's delete you as well. Yeah. Okay. Maybe where we meant. If I delete waypoint 1. Maybe that was where I meant. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit better. We don't need to fly as high then either. We can the leg safe altitude here, 2,500. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Find that. That'll be fine. Only towards the latter stages, but it's only because it's drawing a dead straight line. And if I put like that there, you can see 1,500 feet is more than enough happy altitudings. So we should be fine. Should be fine with that. So that's what we're going to do. Fuel report. Hopefully we've got enough fuel. 28 gallons. I know we've got enough. I think we've got 30 something in the tank. The little nav map is done and out of the way. I'll keep these up just for a second. Don't need anything here from Navigraph chart, so that can close down. So we're all good for the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep this up actually just on my other window just so I can program in the radios. Let's just make sure then that we're all good. This cargo and everything is all loaded. Flight tracking page. Let's get on-air tracking so we know we're good there, and then we'll do the last flight of the day back home to our FBO at Darrington Municipal 1S2. I didn't check the flight time. About 20 minutes or thereabouts. Okay, start tracking. Let's start getting the sim ready then. So I'll close the baggage door. Thank you very much. Close co-pilot door. Battery on. All controls nice and far forward. We're going to fly off the right tank again. Boost
Your
pump
flight
on.
will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Roll to idle. Everything looks good there. Give it a go. Pressure came straight up, temperature's on the rise, RPM is good, everything else looks good, so the temperature's on the rise too. Let's idle at 1,000 RPM. Let's get the alternator on. Positives. Get those on as well. And lean out. Topping out about 600 degrees, that's fine. Okay, trims are all good. Let's get the flap set now. Trim should be set. Let's get that set for takeoff. Transponder ready. Am I going to use the... no, I'm not. Right, let's get these radios set up. I don't have a nav2, so that's really annoying. But there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to be flying... Actually, before I do that, let's clear the flight pattern out of here. And get you onto nav mode. So we are going to use initially want to use the Kane VOR at 110.6. So there's 110.6. And Arlington is on the 358. Very nearly dead due north. So once we're on that radial, we know we are all good to yeah, basically we are all good to follow and get ourselves over Arlington. Once we're over Arlington, then we're going to keep flying. We'll probably fly in a slightly different direction. We're going to end up flying at roughly 028, so about 30 degrees, till we intercept 117.2. Or 069 is the course for that one. So let's get 117.2 in here on standby. And so I can remember the course, I'm going to put it into the OBS. Here, 069, so I can remember the course that I need. Should be 3001 on the altimeter at the moment, apparently. Well, let's see actually what is Whidbey Air Park. Let's see what its elevation, 271 feet. There, right. We should then, in theory, good to go. I'm just going to make sure that the performance from little nav watch bits is all done, and that we are starting a fresh report. We're all good. Let's get going. So I'm just going to take straight off from whatever runway is next to us here. So that'll be runway 16. And we're departing to the east.
Whiskey 10 traffic, November 9er, 83 Sierra Lima, taking off runway 16 east departure.
Lights are on. Elevator trim is on. We are good to go. Let's get ready then. Mixture full rich. I'm going to use full takeoff power. Takeoff power is set. Brakes off. Again, rotators 70. 60. Oh, she's off.
Airborne time logged.
She took off on her own. Alright, gear up. Pitch down a bit. Probably a little bit too much trim set there, but that was set in the takeoff zone. And flaps up. have some traffic there. Do a nice big loop round to the right. Get on that radial for Arlington. Let's bring the power back to 25 inches. Well, we can actually start setting cruise power now. We're pretty much there. So 20 inches. I'm going to pop RPM back. Just keep coming round. That'd be a nice intercept angle, I think, for the radial. Let the plane settle out. Let's get a bit more RPM on there to lean this mixture out. About there will do. And set 20 inches, there we go. Let's try and go back down to 1500 feet. Let's check our rudder trim. To 0, good stuff. Let's keep going until we intercept this radial then. In fact, I'll try and intercept it a bit sharper. How have I not got nav lights on? I don't understand. Yeah, that's right. Let's try and keep that altitude nice. Assuming we're closing towards evening time in this wonderful area of the world, hence the darkening, but let's see what the weather settings say. 20 past 2. Must be darkening because of the weather then. Be local time there in the afternoon. Interesting. So it's pretty much just fly the route now, so we're looking for the 358 radial from Payne VOR. That should lead us to Arlington. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I'm actually going to come a couple of degrees off that. I don't want to directly fly over Arlington. Well, I do really. if I can help it. In fact, that's Arlington over there. So I'm going to fly directly over the top. I can't remember if Arlington has a tower in this. I don't think it does, but we'll just double check anyway. Arlington, no, it doesn't. You should probably be on their traffic anyway. So yeah, we will directly fly over. Shouldn't be any problem at this altitude. So now what we're looking to do is basically fly the same course, if I remember rightly. 030 heading. Now we're looking for 068. Yeah. 69, 68, what was it? 69. There we go. Let's basically fly through these blobs of earth up here. Then we fly through these hills here and then just follow the valley down and we'll be all good. Nice, enjoyable flight. Yeah, I think the weather's coming in for some bad rain because it's definitely getting dark and gloomy. That's for sure. It's only 2 in the afternoon. So let's tune ourselves into would-be approach, or Victoria approach as it would be now. I'm not going to request flight following though, I'm just going to monitor the traffic. Radial's not yet come alive. Oh, it has come alive, sorry. We should be on it very soon. When you get this plane trimmed out, it is incredibly easy to hand fly, I must admit. I mean, now I'm literally just tweaking tiny little adjustments on my honeycomb alpha yoke, and that's all I'm doing, and it's just giving me enough, but it's just getting it trimmed just takes a bit of tweaking and a bit of effort. I'm looking forward to the Bravo throttle quadrant next month or so that they're releasing. Because that does have a trim wheel on it, and I think that would just be a great addition amongst the other features as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Right, let's start making a bit of a turn in here. And see if I can get a weather report somewhere near Darrington, but I don't think we can. 15011 knots is what Arlington has at the moment. There's no other weather stations nearby, really, to judge it by. So I probably am going to fly. I don't honestly know. I'm going to assume the wind's been coming in from the west, so I'm going to land on runway 28, I think. It'll be my first landing on 28, actually. Oh, apparently there's an aircraft above us, about 10,000 feet. Just crossed off our left wing, apparently. Can't see him. Such a great airplane. I know it's not study level, but out of all the GA aircraft so far, it's so nice to fly. Nice to manage. Yeah, just in general, I think it's a joy to fly. Money well spent so far. I mean, I haven't really flown the 182T. Just don't really get along with that just because of its nose up attitude when it's sat on the ground. Means you don't really see over the nose when you're landing 9 times out of 10. It just feels weird. And I'm pretty sure I had for the 182 from A to A. I don't remember that being like it. I remember that being a very enjoyable plane to fly. So yeah, I'm just not happy with it. Obviously, you can't refund anything you bought in the marketplace on Flight Sim, as far as I'm aware. So you know, it is what it is. Let's get on the traffic frequency anyway now for Darrington. And like I say, we're going to come in on 28.
1 Sierra 2 traffic November 9er 8 3 Sierra Lima 6 miles west 1,500 feet inbound to land runway 28.
So there is Darrington over there. Just getting ourselves prepared for a left pattern. So I'm just going to scoot round this little lump on the side here. And if it's a left downwind, I just realised I've got to be the other side. That was lucky. start getting the plane slowed down for the downwind anyway, so let's bring the mixture back up to the power range. Prop RPM forward to 24. And let's start bringing the power back. Let's just help ourselves out a little bit here. Get our runway information in. And let's say then that we are on the downwind.
1 Sierra 2 traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is on downwind runway 28.
Stage of flaps in.
Wind calm.
Let's turn base.
1 Sierra 2 traffic November
Another
9er
notch of
83
flaps.
Sierra Lima is on base runway 28.
Okay, I've already got the proper mixture full rich here. Another notch of flaps and gear down. Speed brakes just to help bring the speed back down a bit. I completely forgot about the landing lights, but that's fine.
Landing time logged. Landed at 1 Sierra 2, Darrington Mooney.
Okay. Strobes are on, I just forgot the landing lights, silly me. Can't remember if there's a taxiway here or not. There is. Oh goody. And strobes and landings off. Oop. Well, we're back home. We made it. Completely not following procedures because I should have had that switched. Landing, but there you go. This is the Orbex Darrington scenery, just so you know. It's not standard. I say that my FBO is this big hangar on the right hand side there. I also need to say that I'm clear of the wrong way, don't I?
Sierra 2 traffic November 9er 83 Sierra Lima is clear of the runway.
I didn't even announce that I'm on final. I'm terrible. I'm tired, is what it is. Getting all the important stuff. So, parking brake is on. Taxi lights can go off, as can the navs and beacons. All lights are off. Elevator trim off. Avionics can go. Fuel
Engine
cut
off time logged. End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
Ah, click spots. Then alternator off as well. Drop RPM back. Everything else is absolutely fine. Fuels are off. Oh my god, click spots. Come on. There we go. Battery off. No, don't want static elements yet. We'll have the tow bar though, because I'm gonna. Let's. There we go. That's a bit better. At least on the tarmac there somewhat. And then we'll do. Not the external power, but we'll have that. There we go. Got ourselves nicely unloaded. We'll go to OnAir now, just complete the flight in OnAir. That is done, so we should have had the payments for that. Let's go back and just cancel these flights I know we're not going to want to do, so we're going to abandon that flight. And I think we were abandoning, yes, that flight there. And the rest of the stuff we are still going to do. So, shall we see? Let's boot down the simulator at that point. That's our wonderful, hard-working plane. Does this log the hours as I fly? Interesting. Does it have an hours log thing? I don't think it does it? Ooh, view. That doesn't work. There's nothing over here that's logging hours. Oh gosh, that's a no then. Fair enough. Either way, we are done with the sim for now. Likewise, I'm going to come here, double check if there's any performance data we think is valuable. It's largely do a merge. Let's merge everything, okay. Save aircraft performance. Clear it. And reset all for a new flight. Okay, close out little nav map. now all that's left is just to see if we can get this plane, the KORS. What jobs do we need this to do again? We need it to do these ones here. So CY do CYBL to KNUW. CYBL is what we want, so airport KORS to CYBL. We can actually go up with that, can't we? Let's just do that. Really? Okay, CYBL. Let's just get her to CYBL, let's not go crazy. So, prepare the caravan. Yeah, you're going to see tons of fuel, so well over fuel there. I want you to go to CYBL. No, not company passengers. How do I get her to fly this? Select an AI pilot. There we go. How do I do work orders then? Hmm. A live operations map? How do I do it? How do I do it? This is the plane we want. Oh, it's not that. Okay, so what about the aircraft page? I've seen it somewhere. Work orders. Okay. Create a work order. Okay. You don't know what this is doing. Departure KORS. Pilot is going to be Lisa Fink. We're flying to CYBL. Is this all of our stuff? Must be all of our things. Right, okay, I see what's happening. Destination, CYBL. That's it. Title, main. I'm just going to do big dollar. Right. I think what I need to do then is just click add a leg. There'll be nothing to it. Right. Second leg, destination is KNUW. Okay, so CYBL to KNUW, taking that. There's something else that's at CYBL as well. Yeah, the ML stuff. Both of those need to go. Shit, she's going to be overweight. Can I get her to dump fuel? Okay, we're gonna have to do that leg last then. So ignore that. Okay, so delete leg, delete this leg, yes. Delete leg, yes. Delete that leg. Add a leg. Yeah, go to KWPT. KWPT. APWT maybe. That's probably right. KPWT. Okay. Don't load any fuel there. That's it. That's all I needed to do, isn't it? So just fly there to KWPT. Okay. Add a leg. And you're going to go to KNUW. You're also going to not load any fuel there. Then you're going to be at KNUW. Then we'll get you to fly to CYBL, shall we? Now, that work order, see if I have to save it here. So if I go refresh, what's that going to do? What? Why did I just delete everything? Oh, that's so annoying. Right. Add a leg. I don't have a work order. Right, work order. Earn big dollar. Start this work order, delete this work order. Yeah, there's nothing to let me sort of. I could always add to it. So let's get a flying out from KORS to work. In fact, let's get on here. Logistics center from KORS to shit. Where do we need to go? KPWT, I think we were doing first, weren't we? KPWT. KPWT. Are you kidding me? Literally nothing. Okay, so she's going to fly out there empty then. That's fine. KRS, KPWT. Gonna have to be done. On this leg, don't load fuel. KWPT, KNW. We're going to take that. Again, don't load anything up there either. That will get you arriving at KNUW. You're going to fly from from KNUW to CYBL. Jesus, really? Well, that's where you're going. You're going to CYBL this time. You're going to bring back that one, and that one. You can do that. And you're going to be at CYBL. Oh, hang on, what? No, you there are going to don't load fuel. There. Yes, you're going to load those two. You're going to go to KNUW again. That's when you fill up to that. Yes, pilot needs to think. Right. So then CYYF. Is there anything going from KNUW to CYYF? I don't understand. That's fine. Add a leg. CYYF. Don't load fuel. That's KNUW, and then you're going to go KNUW to CYBB. No, that's obviously not right, is it? CZBB. CZBB. Let's just see if there's anything else. KNUW to CZBB. Oh, would be a medical transport, wouldn't there? But that's fine. Okay. Taking nothing. Don't load any fuel. We can do actually. Don't load up to that. Load up to that. Like 200 gallons. It's fine. Then add a leg. Finally, CZBB to KNUW. Take that. Fill the plane up. Who cares? And you are done. That's the work order. Fly it. Let's see what's happening then. We're moving. Good lass. Godspeed and all that. Oh. Get off. Meow. I think she's off. Yeah, she's at 1200 and something feet. Off she goes. Okay. So hopefully that will be that. Let's see what our balance sheet's like. It's probably not great. We're doing all right. Wow, our aircraft value's gone up. I'll take that. Fuel in the FBO. Got 83 grand cash. That's definitely gone up. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm gonna try something I haven't actually checked to see. If I want to fuel up from here, I can, yeah, get my fuel for free. That's cool. A few more FBOs have popped up here at Darrington. Quite funny. So we do have another skill point. Should we spend that before we finish the stream? So let's just see. What will we want? Oh, I don't know. It'll be nicer to potentially get a workshop so that I can do our own maintenance, but it's not necessarily 100% needed right now. Fuel seller agreement will be, you know, handy, I guess. But, excuse me, the most important. Last minute medical jobs. See these. These things here are going to earn us money. I can only put one. I've only got 1 point left. Just realised. I can't get any of these things. I can't get anything at the moment. What's this going to give me? Yeah, second logistic query license. What's that then? Let's go to my FBA management. I think. Oh, to get jobs. Ah, I see. That's an interesting way of doing it. Okay, well in that case, that's what I'm going to go for. Give me more jobs from our FBOs. There'll be 5 days on that one. What's the last one? Day. Yes, that's almost unnecessary. Save. How far is, I just want to see how far, annoying as I close the window down, how far, IFS economy, sky vector, oh I did click sky vector, clear, 1S2, KPDX, 165 miles, so that's what I want, that should be fine. wonder if that's populated some jobs. It has. It's given us a 195 cargo. A nice big flight down to 9S9. Interesting. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. I will, we'll do some more of this at some point, not quite sure when. For those that have watched, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed. Any tips or any advice to make it better, let me know. Hit that like button if you can.